Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and GDBinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
Mmm, so good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James. Spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James enjoy their dinner. For more information and helpful tips, visit guidedogs.com.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Oh, I love a great, lively audience. Hi. Hi, welcome. I'm Larry. I am the Chief Philanthropic Officer at Guide Dogs for the Blind, and it's always my pleasure and my joy and honor to be part of Graduation Saturday. So we're live streaming. Hello, those who are joining via live stream. We're live streaming from our beautiful California campus in San Rafael. And I always like to start graduation by taking a bit of a poll. So is this the first graduation for anybody in the audience? Could you please raise? A lot of people. Okay, so that's great. Now, among those who are experiencing graduation for the first time, is it your first time on the Guide Dogs for the Blind campus? Oh, so a lot of newcomers. Welcome. We love having you. Please don't make this a one and done situation. Anybody who's joining via live stream, we hope you can visit us soon. Welcome. There are more guests coming, which is great. Filling up the room. No worries. Take your seat. So this is really going to be a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful afternoon. We're celebrating 5 guide dog clients, 4 of whom are in person. 1 we're going to celebrate virtually. We're celebrating also 2 Canine Buddy partnerships, and you'll hear more about the Canine Buddy program as well as our guide dog program in a moment. And I love sharing what I'm about to share, especially for those who are new, because this day is really the culmination of our entire mission, of all of our work, of the enormity of what we do and how we deliver the mission at Guide Dogs for the Blind. We often say, and you'll hear it time and time again as you come back from more graduations, that it takes a village to do what we do. And it truly does. This enormous community to execute on this very complex and wonderful life-changing mission at Guide Dogs for the Blind. So to get us here, I want to call out members of that community, groups of that community, communities within this vast community and vast village. And I want to start with our donors. For those of you who are new to Guide Dogs for the Blind, Guide Dogs for the Blind does not receive any government funding. We rely solely on donations from individuals, from companies, from foundations. I'm sure some of you are donors within this room and who are viewing via live stream. And we provide all of our programs and services to our clients at no cost, including a lifetime of support. We never want cost to be a barrier for an individual to partake and participate in the mission of Guide Dogs for the Blind. And that is why our donors are so extraordinarily valuable to this organization. We cannot do what we do with this part of our community, the other parts as well, but the donors are extraordinarily important. Pertinent to this particular graduation, I want to highlight a few, more than a few. It's actually four specific donors and how they're related to this particular graduation. First, I want to thank and give a shout out to the Raleigh Foundation of Dallas for their team sponsorship of Marilyn Bland and Gatsby. So a round of applause, please, for the thank you for the Raleigh Foundation. Also, Pleasanton Puppy Raisers, you here in the room? Oh yeah, shout out for Pleasanton Puppy Raisers. Want to thank all of you for your harness sponsorship for Jeff and Jeeves. So a round of applause for the Pleasanton Puppy Raisers. How about the Ridgecrest California Puppy Raisers? You in the room? All right, so a shout out to you and a thank you for your harness sponsorship for Lucia Jimenez Morales and Jerome. And finally, want to give a special shout out for our beloved Lillian Tremoroli. I hope you're watching, Lillian, from home. Lillian has donated a harness for every graduation throughout calendar year 2026, and she's done this for years. So please, a round of applause for our donors, and especially those who are here today. Thank you. Another critically important part of this vast community, this village, are our volunteers. We have approximately 4,000 volunteers, and that's enormous, and it takes that volume of individuals to execute on our mission. Again, like the donors, we cannot do what we do here at Guide Dogs for the Blind without this extraordinary volunteer base. These individuals who give so selflessly to this life-changing mission. And I want to chunk this out a little bit because there are groups of the volunteers I want to make sure to call out. First, the puppy raisers. You heard some of them. Please raise your hand again if you're a puppy raising volunteer for Guide Dogs for the Blind. Thank you. For those who are new, I want to call out the enormity of the generosity of these individuals. You give over a year of your life per puppy. You take a puppy from 8 to 10 weeks of age from our gorgeous state-of-the-art puppy center. I hope you saw that on the tour. And you provide love and guidance and house skills and manners, building these confident and resilient puppies for over a year so that you can bring them back for their formal training, well positioned for that formal training so that they can then continue on their life-changing mission. You are extraordinary individuals. You give so selfishly, selflessly, no, not selfishly, selflessly, and I cannot thank you enough for all that you do and all that you provide to this organization. So please, another round of applause to our puppy babies. I also want to give a shout out to our breeder custodians. We have approximately, I would say, 180 families, over 200 breeder custodians. And the breeder custodians' role is they'll take our breeding colony dogs, both the boys and the girls, and take them home and provide loving, caring homes for them, and then bring them back to campus when it's time for them to do their life-changing job for this organization. The breeder custodians are a wonderfully necessary and extraordinarily appreciated group of individuals who also give selflessly to this organization. So a round of applause to our breeder custodians. We have foster care volunteers as well. Some are commuter foster care volunteers, and again, for those people who are new, those individuals take our dogs in training into their homes. Some thrive in the kennel environment when they're here for training, and some don't. Dogs are sentient beings, and different dogs respond differently to different stimuli. And for those foster care volunteers, they make sure to provide a loving home environment while the dogs are in training so that the dogs, can be their best selves when they show up for work. So a round of applause for our foster care volunteers. And for our campus volunteers. Some of you experienced those wonderful individuals in the back of the room who provide so much on campus in a variety of roles, whether it's within this residence building, the admin building, giving tours as the docents, working in accounting, working in the puppy center. The jobs go on, and once again, we're unable to do what we do without our campus volunteers. So another round of applause for the entire volunteer community, the Guide Dogs for the Blind. Thank you. I also want to give a shout out to our clients. There are other guide dog schools. You don't have to choose Guide Dogs for the Blind, but you did. And we cannot thank you enough. We do what we do for you. We love serving our clients, and you have choice, and thank you for choosing Guide Dogs for the Blind. So a round of applause for our clients. You'll meet some of those later. And certainly, last but not least, or certainly not least, our staff. We have a little over 300 staff at Guide Dogs for the Blind here on our California campus. For those who are new, we also have an Oregon campus in Boring, Oregon. I hope some of you get to visit that campus. It's stunning as well. And we have field staff throughout the country serving our clients. This group of individuals, this group is extraordinary. These individuals are remarkable. You'll meet some of them today, this afternoon during this program. I really cannot emphasize enough the skills and the talents and the core values and just the sheer humanity of these individuals of whom I'm proud to call colleagues because they are really remarkable, talented, giving, loving people. So a round of applause for the employees of Guide Dogs for the Blind. So before I introduce some key staff who are instrumental to today, I want to introduce a video that you're about to see. Some of you have seen it many times. Others will see it for the first time. It's called We Are GDB. And what you'll experience during this video, there'll be captions. There'll also be two voices, a narrator's voice and then an audio description voice describing what is happening on screen. These inclusive features are so that everyone can participate and enjoy this video. So with that, Etienne, roll the video.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
The struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, it's a great video that describes all three of our core programs wonderfully. So now it's my pleasure to introduce some wonderful staff who were instrumental in class 1051. So first I'd like to bring up Priscilla Tagliabashi, Senior Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. Carlos Gutierrez, Apprentice 2 Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. And Class Supervisor Heather Foster. So while I still have the mic, especially, I say this especially for the new people, these are incredible people, as humans, of course, but also talent from a staff standpoint. If you don't, well, if you're new to Guide Dogs for the Blind, you won't know. So the Guide Dog Mobility Instructors are not only responsible for instructing our clients on how to work well with their new guide dog, but prior to that, they're instructing the dog on how to be expert, wonderful guide dogs. So they spend all of that time, months, doing that as well. Not only that, but they are expert at matching the right guide dog with the right person to make sure that partnership provides that lifetime friendship and valued connection. It takes a lot to do that. Years of study and practice and learning all of those skills that are required. You are an extraordinary group of people, and again, proud to call you colleagues. I am now going to hand the mic off to Priscilla, correct, for Canine Buddy Partnerships? Okay, see you later.
Thank you, Larry. All right, so for Canine Buddy Partnerships, first we have Will and Vivid. There'll be a photo up on the screen. So Will and partner Violet sit on the stone steps in front of their home. Vivid is sitting between them wearing her blue Canine Buddy scarf with Will's arm around her. All three are looking at the camera. I have a note from Victoria Chan for Vivid. So before Vivid, I never imagined how much raising a puppy would impact me. Because of her, I discovered something I truly love. As my first puppy, we learned everything together. It was a mutual education, and we became inseparable. She discovered the world with curiosity and joy. She taught me patience, responsibility, and unconditional love that only a dog can give. Your first puppy is special. Vivid made every day brighter. Mornings started off with her excitement, and difficult days felt lighter with her beside me. She has such a vivid personality. It's impossible not to love her. Vivid is also very educated, showing the importance of sleeping 14 hours a day and snoring loud enough for the entire classroom to hear. I'm so proud of Vivid. It took a village to raise her. To my family, thank you for loving her and supporting me. To my school and teachers, thank you for welcoming Vivid into your classrooms. To my friends, thank you for loving her, cheering her on, and always being excited to see her. To the Diamond Bar Club, thank you for guiding me through my first puppy raising journey. Gail and Mary, thank you for your patience, encouragement, and advice. Raising your first puppy can feel overwhelming, but because of all of you, I never felt alone. To Vivid and Will, I wish you both happiness, success, and lifelong memories together. Vivid has much love to give. I know she is going to change your life like she changed mine. As hard it is to let her go, there's comfort knowing that she is where she's meant to be. Finally, Vivid, never forget how deeply you are loved, how proud we are, and how many people are cheering you on. Thank you for growing up with me. All right. Photo up on the screen shows 9-week-old Vivid, who sits on a concrete with rays of sunshine on the ground beside her. She is wearing her green puppy vest and has a calm, focused expression with her eyes focused on the viewer. All right, congratulations to Vivid. All right, next we have Anders and Poblano. So the photo up on the screen shows Anders sits on a turf lawn next to Poblano on a bright sunny day with a brown house behind them. Anders is petting the back of Poblano's head. All right, I have a razor note from Spence. Herrera and Poblano. All right. Hi, everyone. We are so happy you can join us today to celebrate the graduation of Poblano and Anders. First, I want to give a special thank you to Katie, my co-raiser Shannon, Ashley, and my family for supporting us through this puppy raising journey. Poblano is a very special dog who truly lives up to his name, both sweet and spicy with a little bit of attitude and love. When we first brought him home, Poblano loved to express his emotions with all the wrinkles on his face and constant snores no matter where we went. Poblano loved to accompany me to class, mostly because it was a stationary activity, but also loved to meet new people every day. Becoming a canine buddy couldn't have been a more perfect fit for him, as he's an incredibly loving companion who suffers a little bit of FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and wants to be involved in every activity. He loves to be a part of whatever adventure you're going on, though he'll definitely let you know when he's ready to head home and cuddle. We couldn't be more excited for all the adventures Poblano and Anders to go on. Congratulations to the match. All right, photo up on the screen shows Poblano lays down in his green guide dog jacket looking at the camera on a brick path in a yard with trees, grass, and lawn chairs in front of a cute tiny blue house with the blue sky in the background. All right. Next, I'll introduce Carlos up to the stage to introduce our guide dog clients.
Thank you, Priscilla. All right. So I have the pleasure of introducing our graduating class 1051. As some of you might already know, our guide dog program is a 2-week program where clients are matched with a dog that is compatible with their lifestyle and also enhances their mobility. So we offer a variety of training models that include both in-person, in residence, and in-home training. So first up, we're going to have Marilyn Bland of Dallas, Texas, receiving Gatsby, a male black Labrador Retriever raised by Charlie and Nicole Beck of Salt Lake City, Utah, and Beatrice and Cindy Burt of Bountiful, Utah. Marilyn loves the outdoors and is looking forward to taking Gatsby on many hiking trails, as well as introducing him to her academic life as she continues her professional teaching career. Marilyn, I have the mic for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Have I got it right?
Mm-hmm.
There. Oh, who did that? That's not him. Good afternoon, everyone. Just let me say, as many a pep talk as I give myself, tears don't listen. I also feel that somebody, I won't mention names, had a sneak preview of what I was going to say. And so if I'm repeating, let me also say that it bears repeating. To Guide Dogs for the Blind, I want to say thank you for your vision of making things possible for blind and visually impaired people the way you do. For sponsors, oh no, and before that, thank you for following up on that vision, because if you don't follow up, the vision doesn't go anywhere. To sponsors, you are a key in stepping up to help make that vision go places. To volunteers, to guides, puppy raisers like Charlie and Jeff, who've come all the way from Utah. You are special too. Without you, this wouldn't happen. It goes without saying that all these different component parts are what make that vision possible. And so I want to just say that it is truly special. Even though this is my 5th dog, it feels like just the first. And I'm renewed in my gratitude and in my appreciation and the wonder of what this new dog will do. for me and as a team for us both. I want to say to you that when I heard his name being Gatsby, as a literary professor, I always try to make my students think about how literature connects to their own lives. Well, I don't know how that name is going to connect to their lives, but I know how it connects to my life. And I also want to say that for sure he is going to be the great Gatsby.
Hello, everybody. It's so great of you all to join us today. Gatsby is my second dog and my first to graduate, so it is great to know that I can make a good impact on people's lives. It's an awesome coincidence that he's graduating today because I actually graduated from high school 3 days ago, so oh, thank you. I kind of feel like we're on equal footing now. It was such a great impact on my life to raise Gatsby. He gave me so much confidence and happiness and sunshine wherever we went. He loved coming to school with me and coming to work with me, and everyone who knew him couldn't help but love him and tried to pet him even when I told him, no, he's working. I want to say thank you to my parents who were there for me, even though I don't think they knew what they were getting into until I brought our first puppy home. And thank you to my friends who loved him like their own and always held his leash when I was a little fed up. It was very sweet of them. And of course, thank you to Gatsby for all of his hard work, and I know that he is going to be a great pair with Marilyn. I know that they are going to do great things together, and he will be a good help in the classroom. He's very smart, and thank you to Guide Dogs for this opportunity to be a part of the vision and a part of the village.
Marilyn, I have the mic.
Always the educator, I have to have another word. It would be remiss of me if I did not specifically thank my sponsor from Dallas, Texas, which is where I am, the Raleigh Foundation. Thank you for stepping up and making it possible for me and Gatsby to graduate together today.
That was a wonderful speech by Marilyn. Next up, we have Andy Cortez, whose hometown receiving Eddie, a male black brindle Labrador retriever, raised by Riley Widger of Taylor, Texas, and Bailey Belts of Stephenville, Texas. Andy is looking forward to getting back home with Eddie and introducing him to his community. Have the mic.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank two extremely wonderful instructors that are so talented that they got an old dog to learn new tricks. That was me. Priscilla was so, I should say, giving in her tolerance with an old dog, with the new dog. And in that, she would always key phrase something like, to make it work. So I've been thinking this whole 2 weeks about an acronym. It's called MATTRESS. Making it work. Why do we make it work? Because as students now graduated and fully vested with a guide dog, we have adventures that we're going to take. So where are those adventures going to take us? Well, we don't know. But now that we have sight through another means, we'll be able to take that. Well, what kind of training do we have to have in order to complete the training? Well, now we can call back to either GDB or rest on the training that we got, or even go to the field officers that are there and say, hey, I might need this training. Well, what sort of travel now are we going to have? Well, are we going to go by train, bus, whatever? And with that being said, what sort of recreation do we take? Are we going to fulfill this recreation, going to soccer games, which is coming up, the World Cup? Are we going to certain games with kids when we're invited? We have to learn, and which we did, how to navigate certain obstacles, and they're taught to our canine, which makes our lives 10 times easier. Education played a big part in my class this time because I'm a former guide dog owner. And with that, I learned new tricks, I learned new understanding. The old definitely had to go out. That way I could have the new come in and saturate my well-being with my new guide dog, Eddie. Security. I need to be secure with my guide dog. And with Priscilla and Carlos's instructions through their literature or their little seminars or even the practical hands-on that we did downtown, we learned security. The key word was trust. Trust your canine, trust your guide. He'll move you in and out of areas which before, when I was restricted to the cane, it would always be boom, boom. And now it's glide, glide. And the final word or the final letter of mattress is satisfaction. You have to be totally satisfied with what you yourself are doing, what your guide dog's doing, because we had such extremely talented, for such a time as this, instructors that taught us that you can do anything with your guide dog so long as you trust. So key thing, make it work, have adventure, travel, training, recreation, education, satisfaction, or security, but most of all, we learn to be satisfied. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Riley. I am one of Eddie's puppy raisers. I got Eddie during my first semester of grad school. He was my 6th puppy to raise, so in a lot of ways he was very similar to all my other dogs that I've raised, just very, very food motivated, very eager to go anywhere with you. But he also definitely had his quirks. Unlike many other labs, he hates cold water. He hates swimming in cold water. He only will accept a bath if the water is quite warm. He's an extremely loud snorer. Plenty of times we'd be in class, either a class that I was in, like taking material in, or a class that I was teaching, where he'd interrupt with his snoring, and I had to apologize to either my students or the students around me, like, sorry guys, he's really locked in on his nap right now. But yeah, he had so many quirks, and I knew that if he made it through training and if he made it to graduation, it would take someone who really appreciated his quirks as opposed to just kind of put up with his quirks for it to really work out with him. And I really think that him and Eddie are a wonderful match. On our phone call the other night, Andy did mention many of Eddie's quirks and how he loved all his little quirks and stuff, so I knew that they were going to be a perfect match, and it sounds like they're going to live a wonderful little life together, so I'm really excited to see all their little adventures they go on together and whatnot.
Hi y'all, I'm Daniel. Eddie's my first puppy. We've had one for 2 months before him, but we passed her off to another raiser. But I got the pleasure of having Eddie his entire puppy raising time, along with Riley. The biggest thing, and I think this shows how impressive this connection is because it bears repeating, the subject of both of our speeches being about how good of a pair this is, raising him, getting him ready for this training, making sure that he was going to have the skills he needs, all that. Love that guy. All that we could hope for was that somebody would take care of him.
It's all right. We're all family.
All that we could hope for is that somebody would take care of him as well as he would take care of them, because we knew he was going to make it. And now I'm just so happy to see how equal of a partnership this is. And just how good Andy is for Eddie. So thank you, Andy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Next up, let's welcome Lucia Jimenez Morales of Sacramento, California, receiving Jerome, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Sylvia Sang of Ridgecrest, California, and David Bogg from Ridgecrest, California. Lucia is looking forward to introducing Jerome to her pet dog, Bob. Lucia will be spending her summer with Jerome in the river and many lakes before heading back to college for Jerome to earn his second degree.
I want to thank everyone for being here and my instructor, Carlos, for these 2 weeks. They have been wonderful. I also want to thank my puppy raiser and all of GDB staff.
I'm Lisa, and this is Jerome, who is my 7th puppy that I've raised in Ridgecrest, out in the desert. So he's now going to the greener side of the fence. Jerome has always just been wonderful, and lots of fun, lots of shedding, lots of drooling. And the zoomies are just his favorite. So he's been wonderful, as all the dogs that come from this organization are. And I just want to say that just being a part of Guide Dogs for the Blind in any capacity has been just a wonderful experience. I've met so many wonderful dogs and so many wonderful people, and it's just a great organization. So thank you.
Next up, we have Jeff, whose hometown is in Southern California, receiving Jeeves, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Joelle Cook of Livermore, California. Jeff loves camping and is very excited to take Jeeves on many camping adventures to the Redwoods and everywhere in the Pacific Northwest, together with his retired guide, Waldorf.
Wow, we have quite a turnout here today, and we've had some great speakers so far. It's kind of rough coming up last. So much good things have been said. I wanted to start with thanking the whole instruction team, Carlos and Priscilla and Heather, for doing such a great job with us. This is my 4th guide dog, and each team has been different, and they've all been fantastic. So it's not easy being the new instructor after several other instructors, and they've all done a great job. I wanted to thank Joelle and her family for raising Jeeves. They've done a great job. He is a fantastic dog, and being my 4th, he's no slouch in the lineup. He's maybe the best one so far. We'll see. But he's extremely affectionate, matches with me great. They do quite a good job with the magic here of the match, as they call it. And I want to thank all the staff, housekeeping, the maintenance crew, the kitchen, everybody who made it comfortable for us to be here for 2 weeks. And all the volunteers that pick us up from the airport, take us back, walk us to the counter, just take all the stress out of getting here. And this is part of the volunteer part of this organization, which is unmatched in my years of working with different organizations. It's kind of the light on the hill. And a friend of mine uses the term go into guide dog country. And what he means by that is the spirit of the people. This facility here is, Guide Dog Central, but the community is so diverse, so spread out, but we're all part of guide dog country. And the donors who make all this possible, I can't thank them enough. This is absolutely amazing, and as Marilyn said earlier, there can be a vision, as Larry mentioned also, the vision of guide dogs, but without the donors and the members of the guide dog country community, none of this would be fulfilled. So I want to thank everybody. I'm so lucky to have Jeeves. You guys did a great job.
Jeff and Jeeves, a perfect match. You have found the perfect dog. I hope with all your adventures is joy and hope. Jeeves is a goofball, but also very hopeful and cheerful. He did jump everywhere instead of walking, but now he's found his manners all grown up. He will take care of you, and you will take care of him. Jeeves is a great guy, full of excitement and joy. A great guy with a great dog. A perfect match. Thank you for taking him, Jeff. Thank you.
Jeeves is really wonderful, and I can't believe he made it this far. And I hope you guys have a really wonderful life together.
Hello, I'm Joelle, and Jeeves was the third puppy that the girls raised. I have been doing this a very long time, since I was about their age, and I've lost track. Like, literally, someone could look that up and tell me, because I have no idea how many puppies. And at this point, I think of puppy raising as a lifestyle, and I've said this before, but that the reason that I keep coming back is for the humans that are here. I love the dogs. Guide dogs pursued my career into animal science and to what I do now as a grown-up, but it's really the humans and the connection with the many of the people in this room and in the community that keeps me coming back to the program. And Brene Brown once wrote, "Connection is the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued." And Jeeves didn't just understand that energy, but he created it. He is a magnet of a dog that makes you feel special and connected with so many people in our club. I would joke that he was like my third child, and keeping his schedule straight was more difficult than keeping their schedules straight many times, because I would get requests for, "Is Jeeves free? Can I come over and take him for a walk?" Or, "Is Jeeves available this weekend? Can we puppy sit him?" And so I tend to raise puppies that I call our club puppies. I'm happy to be the name on the paperwork and be responsible for the logistics, but it really is a village, a community to raise one of these puppies. And he was one of those special dogs that just really connected many of the members of our club all together, as well as our broader community, because many of our puppy sitters work at school campuses, and it was always funny to be downtown and you pass somebody and they would do the double take of looking, and they'd say, who is that? And I would say, "This is Jeeves." And he's like, "Oh, he comes to my school." So he was very well known around our town of Livermore. And when I think about our job as a puppy raiser, I think about it as having that puppy just really being able to connect with humans. If that puppy is comfortable and confident, then when they come back up onto campus here for training, as we say in the trainers, you guys sprinkle some pixie dust and put in many hard hours. They are then capable of learning all of those things and really able to connect with their partner. And so while he leaves Livermore and Pleasanton a little more connected, we know, Jeff, that as you take him on your travels and your adventures, you call it the guide dog country. I was just thinking of it as connection, but how he'll be able to keep all those doors open for you and connect you to so many more people on your travels and continue to build relationships. And we're thankful to Guide Dogs for that opportunity and excited to see what the new partnership holds for you guys.
Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for our graduates, Marilyn, Andy, Lucia, and Jeff. Graduating in person. With James, a male Black Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Kristen and Russell Cohn of Moravia, California. So I have a note from Marilyn. So it's, hi, it's Marilyn Kishner. After 40 years, I'm back again. Who would have believed that at the age of 43, I would be getting my first guide dog, and at the age of 83, I'm getting my 6th guide dog. James is so wonderful and mellow, as I have become at my age. I'd love to thank the school, all the wonderful trainers, especially Kareth, who I worked with for a week. Chris, my puppy raiser, and the whole guide dog for the blind establishment. This is the most wonderful business and the most wonderful service I've ever had, and I love all my guide dogs. I sure appreciate and wish I could be there for the graduation, but I am here in Branson, Missouri. You'll come see me, and thank you again. Love, Marilyn Kishner. And the photo up in the screen, Marilyn is sitting in a chair wearing a bright red suit, smiling at the camera. Her arm is placed around James, who is sitting in his harness by her side, also looking up towards the camera. Perfect. So I will now hand off the mic to Heather while I procure a dog for our training demonstration.
Thank you, Carlos. And I just want to take a moment too to congratulate all of those that are graduating here today in person, as well as Marilyn and James. It's just wonderful to see this come together, and excited to hear about all your adventures. So congratulations. We're going to do a little dog demonstration. During our training with our dogs, all of the skills that we teach our dogs is involved with using a clicker. The clicker really marks the behavior that we want the dog to repeat. And the clicker is much more powerful than just food and praise. It really tells the dog, that is what I want you to do, and do that again. It's very powerful. So we start that by pairing food with the sound.
There you go, good job. Once the dog understands that the click means food, then we can pair the click with the desired behavior. For example, when the dog is doing something like stopping at a curb or maybe going into a down for obedience, they know exactly what we want when we pair that with the click. And when they hear that click, they think food. And Labradors love food. And so do our golden crosses. And when they, because they love that, they have that interest and desire to have that food reward, they're more likely to repeat the behaviors that we're asking them to do and that we're teaching them in anticipation of that reward. So I have Carlos here, and he has a dog, Quinlan, who is a male male long-haired golden Labrador Retriever cross. He's very handsome. And we're going to now demonstrate how we're going to teach Quinlan to target the chair. So basically, when we teach the targeting of the chair, we're gonna back chain it. So we start at the end goal and then end with giving it a cue and seeing that desired behavior. So Carlos is going to start by getting Quinlan in the game and doing what we call hand targeting. So he's just going to get him to want to target his hand. And you see Quinlan bops his hand with his nose. And so when Carlos feels that little bop of the nose, he clicks, and then followed by that food reward. So Carlos will repeat that for a while and until he feels that, yep, I have Quinlan totally in the game and we're ready to move on. This usually happens pretty quickly, 5 minutes or less. As you can see, he's like, I'm in the game. And so then Carlos will now put his fist on the chair as we're trying to bridge that target to the chair instead of the fist. So Carlos is putting his fist on the chair, and then Quinlan is touching it with his nose. He's getting that click and food reward. Once Carlos feels that Quinlan has a pretty good understanding of the chair, he's going to add a little bit of space, and we're going to bridge that from now. Carlos isn't clicking until he finds the chair himself. So he touches the chair, and then he's looking for Quinlan to take that step independently before he is following, and Quinlan is initiating that movement, and then Carlos locates the chair, and he's clicking and feeding. And then we'll continue to add a little bit more distance as we, and he loves to target that chair. There you go. So he's going to add a little bit more distance and take a few more steps back. And as you can see, Quinlan is readily leading him to the chair independently. So now once Carlos thinks, okay, I think he has a good understanding, he can pick up that handle. And as you see, Quinlan started moving, Carlos picked up the handle in motion, and because we want this all to be Quinlan making the decision of what we're doing. All right. I think they're doing pretty good, right? Yeah. All right, so now Carlos is going to add the cue word, chair. Very nice. So as you see, we're ending with what we want him to find at the end versus starting with chair. So we have the behavior already established, then we add that cue word. So for the final goal, Quinlan is going to work from a farther distance, and we're going to have him go all the way back to the lobby doors. Do you guys think he can do it? Yeah, I think so. So as you can see, he gave him the forward cue. It's always starting with the direction, then asking find the chair. He finds the chair, and then Carlos is going to complete it by doing why we want the chair in the first place. We want to sit in it, right? So we're going to end that, and let's give him a round of applause. Very nice job. Good job, Quinlan. The simple targeting technique can be widely used in the client's home area. It can be used to apply training principles to teach the dog how to locate garbage cans, handrails, pedestrian APS buttons, ATM machines. It's kind of endless. So it's a pretty great way to kind of personalize your training with your dog. And so all of our clients got to experience that here and then expanded to handrail targeting or APS buttons as needed. So once again, let's give Carlos and Quinlan a big round of applause. All right, and I'm going to pass the mic back to Larry for closing remarks.
Thanks, Heather. And again, nice job, Heather, Carlos, and Quinlan. So I'm going to wrap things up. Once again, want to congratulate California Class 1051. So a round of applause for the graduating class. I also want to thank you all for sharing, as well as the puppy raisers, so beautifully. That's what makes graduation so very special. I was thinking about when I was listening, if I'm ever in a bad mood, if I'm ever stressed, I just come to a graduation and that makes me feel better. And I hope those who are watching do that. Come to another graduation if you're ever wondering, I need a little bit of a lift today. For those who are new to graduation, please come back to other graduations or visit the campus in another capacity. For those who are interested in volunteering, joining the staff, becoming a puppy raiser, or if you know someone who may benefit from Guide Dogs for the Blind's programs or services, please check out guidedogs.com. Our website has a plethora of information. If you're so inspired to donate, you heard a lot about the generosity of our donors. You can do so through guidedogs.com. You can text partnerships to 50155, or you can scan the QR code that I believe is on the program as well as on this poster to my left, to your right. Also, I know it's not even June yet, right around the corner, but in your programs you'll see that we are celebrating in December 11th, our 50th holiday luncheon fundraiser at the Westin St. Francis in San Francisco. So there's some information there if you're interested in getting your tickets early before we sell out. You have some time, but I just wanted to give that holiday luncheon a plug. It's a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. For those who've joined us via live stream, this is it for you. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. We hope that, again, as I said earlier, we see you in person. For those who are here in person, we have some refreshments to your right in the Fireside Lounge. Eric, who is back there, one of our chefs, prepared some wonderful refreshments for you. Our gift shop at the top of campus is also open. It's in the Volunteer and Visitor Center you may have passed when you entered. And that concludes, the wonderful hour of Graduation Saturday. I hope to see you again. Thank you for taking the time. And again, congratulations to everybody involved, and thank you.